I'm the Yorkshire Time Lord, and this is my alternate personality, the Yorkshire Avenger, with my review of Marvel Studios' Werewolf by Night. Almost forgot my glasses. Okay, so I hugely enjoyed Werewolf by Night following its release on Disney+. I thought it was such a really great series, the way that it captured that whole kind of Universal horror movie vibe. You could tell that it was inspired by those classic Universal horror films from the past. And I thought that Garcia Bruno did a really good job as Jack Russell. I thought he was really excellent casting in that part of Jack Russell. He gave this really kind of creepy vibe as the titular werewolf. You could tell there was something a bit off with him before he transformed into werewolf. And yet, he had this, really kind of heroic quality that we've got used to with the Marvel Studios characters. I really sort of liked his whole kind of sweet relationship with Man-Thing, and the way that they've got this, really kind of unusual friendship vibe going on. And I like the whole concept of these people who meet up and they go on these various kind of monster hunts, and they're playing these games to find a new leader of their group as the leader of these monster hunters. I thought it was really quite a novel concept. Certainly, it provided plenty of peril later on when we found out that Man-Thing is a friend of Jack Russell's and he's trying to protect Man-Thing. And he's trying to get to the Man-Thing first before all these people competing in these games. I thought it was a really quite a nice sweet sentimental twist, showing that sometimes the monsters are the people and not the ones that look like the monsters. I thought it was really quite a nice little twist, a bit Beauty and the Beast-esque in a sense, but I quite enjoyed the the twist that it brought to proceedings. And then you got Laura Donnelly as well, who has Elsa Bloodstone, who is a little bit more of an obscure character really from the comics. Yeah, she's not somebody that I would have heard of if it wasn't for the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 game on the Nintendo Switch, which is a lot of fun. If you haven't played Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 on Nintendo Switch, you should definitely give it a go. It's an absolutely amazing game, and Elsa Bloodstone is a character that is a lot of fun to play as. But Laura Donnelly, she does a really good job as Elsa Bloodstone. She seems like someone who's she's quite a strong tough sort of character, but she develops this quite passionate relationship with Jack Russell. They get this it seems to get quite close over the course of the special. And I quite like their dynamic. I thought they had a very nice dynamic. Again, quite sort of Beauty and the Beast-esque in regards to, you got this normal everyday individual who essentially follows this guy who's a werewolf. I thought it was quite a nice Beauty and the Beast inspired story. But the werewolf transformation is really quite impressive. It's done so well when we see Jack Russell finally transform into the werewolf, and it does feel like a kind of nice in between the sort of old Hollywood style effects and also the more modern CGI effects. A sort of nice middle ground between the two. So it still feels kind of nostalgic and authentic to the period, but at the same time it's very much like a modern reimagining of what a classic Universal monster movie would look today. It's kind of nice the way they play with the whole black and white aesthetic as well. I'm impressed that Marvel Studios decided to go for the black and white aesthetics, because it's quite a bold move to do in this day and age. You think most people are used to colour and colour movies and colour TV shows. I think I'm always very impressed when TV shows take the approach of presenting a programme or a film entirely in black and white. There's always that danger that some modern audiences will just say, oh, it's in black and white, I don't think I'll bother watching it. But it really adds to the mood and the atmosphere of a piece, the fact that they've gone to the this sort of black and white aesthetic, and it works really well as well, the way that they bleed a bit of colour into it. For example, the amulet's red, and the red CGI of the amulet shines over the black and white. I thought was really good effects. And the way at the end they go for that whole kind of Wizard of Oz vibe by having the black and white transition into colour, I thought it was really quite neat. It captures that same kind of feeling of wonder, like going into a new age. Wizard of Oz does, when it does that transition from black and white to colour, which I think just it just works really well stylistically. Really great choice by Marvel Studios. I also like the way that they use they have blood fall onto the camera and things like that. They're going for a more kind of gory vibe with Werewolf by Night than what we are used to in a typical Marvel Studios production. And we see blood hitting the cameras and things like that, which I think gave it a bit of a different more grittier tone compared to the Marvel Studios productions. Even the opening as well, with the Marvel Studios logo, with the werewolf claws scratching at the logo, I thought was really, really quite neat. It gave a sense that it was going for something a bit more violent and a bit grittier to what we're used to with a standard Marvel Studios production. But I do hope that Marvel do similar things like this in the future, because I did really enjoy it, and I thought it presented something a little bit different to their usual movies and TV shows. I have read that Marvel are considering doing special introductions for X-Men characters, or special presentations it's called. I've read that they're doing what they're calling special presentations for X-Men characters, which I kind of hope is the case, because I think it would be a really great way to introduce the X-Men. You think how many characters are a part of the X-Men in the comics, there's loads of X-Men. There's nearly as many X-Men as there are Avengers, so it would be a really great way to introduce the X-Men into the MCU canon. But anyway, what are your thoughts on Werewolf by Night? Did you enjoy the did you enjoy the special presentation? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.